What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Regrowth. Oh yeah, guys. So last episode we started making some seeds. In fact, we made these gold seeds that are right in front of me. But since then, I've taken these gold seeds and I've brought them up to 10 10 10s. Yes, we got lots of stuff happening here, guys. I brought our 10 seeds up to 10 10 10s. I replanted our copper seeds just so we have some extra essence, and I brought up our nether seeds all the way to the 10 10 10s. Once again, I'm hitting F5 one too many times. Yeah, so we got those all 10 10 10s. I'm so happy about this. This takes so long. In fact, our sprinklers just ran out. I just got done using the clippers to make some of the essence of nether, get the nether seeds going. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. So let's go ahead. Let's continue on with our quest here today. We were doing what the world is made of last time, and we kind of got stuck. We ended up doing this golden opportunity quest. Yeah, we did one of these, which allowed us to do the gold seeds, but then we were going to do like the bauxite bonus quest, and it turned out, yeah, we didn't have like the white powder, and we needed 8 essence of tin, and all sorts of stuff like that. So I got some stuff made. Yeah, I have the white powder, the brown powder, nether bricks. I have some essence on me, the nether essence. I think there were some other things we needed. Let's go ahead and let's start busting this out. So we need the essence of tin, which, yeah, I don't have that on me. Look at all this essence of gold, guys. We have so much right now. We're going to have all of the gold. It's so awesome. So there's essence of tin. We need limestone. So the recipe for limestone, that is essence of earth, 3 of them, and 3 water in a crafting table. And that's going to give us 16, and we needed 32. So we need 6 of each. Yeah, this one. So we need 6 earth, and we need 6 water. Pretty easy. We do one of those and one of these, and there's some of that. Cool. So now we got limestone. All right, so we got that taken care of. Let's manually submit. Oh, I don't have the regular essence on me. Oh, no. Yeah, I've also made up a whole lot of this. I was farming this stuff for literally forever. But yeah, we got that taken care of. Cool. So now we can get essence of aluminum. Let's claim that reward. So to make aluminum seeds, we're going to need to get an essence of aluminum, essence of tin, fire, earth, 4 essence, and then the essence seeds. We'll go ahead and do that in a minute. Let's go ahead and let's look at doing this other repeatable quest here. The Blaze of Glory that wanted the nether bricks, half a stack of floral brown, more of the regular essence, and then some essence of nether. I think all of that's on us, actually. Let's just do it. Yeah, there we go. And that's going to give us an essence of blaze. We'll claim that reward. Cool. So we are busting out all these quests. It's so good. All right. So do the blaze of seeds. Let's do the recipe on this one. So that is 2 essence of blaze. We got 1. So we got to do this quest one more time. And then, yeah, it's fire, air, and then 4 the regular essence and essence seeds. Okay, so how long do we have to wait before it says this quest will reset in 3 days and 1 hour? Okay, I think that's in-game time. I don't think that's real life time. So, like, if we sleep through the night or whatever, this will reset pretty quickly. So we won't be able to do that one just yet. But let's get the aluminum seeds going here. So we saw it was aluminum, tin, fire, earth, and then we're gonna need an essence seed. Okay, so we need fire, earth is the green ones, essence seeds. We have a lot of these now, so we should be good on that. We have the regular essence, we have tin, we have aluminum. I think we have everything on us except for the vanilla. Oh no, not the vanilla seeds. We need the living rock, and then we're also going to need the wand of the forest, which I have on me. I think we have everything now. Okay, so I did put out some of these endo flames. I removed the mana spreader, this one. There's only this spreader up above. Then I place these down. So if you place down the flowers, when there's already a spreader, it'll connect to the closest one. So I wasn't sure if I was going to connect to this one or to this one. So I just removed this. So something I've noticed about these mana spreaders, by the way, if you don't know, you can click on them with the wand. So if you have one next to the mana pool, it'll draw the mana from the pool, fill up the mana spreader's inventory, and then it'll shoot it at whatever you're pointing at. In this case, a runic altar. But if you break this mana spreader, like you want to remove it, you're going to lose all that mana inside of it. So you can shift right click on this into the mana pool, and it will dump all the mana inside of it into the mana pool. But does leave a little bit there in the mana spreader. I'm not sure how much that is. But yeah, it looks like that will go to waste when you break this spreader if you want to move it like I did. That's just something to be aware of. But if you shift right click and go back here, you can see this thing will fill back up full of the mana. So that's kind of cool. Anyway, yeah, so I removed this one. I place down the endo flames. They automatically connect up here to this mana spreader. There's probably, I could have just placed these down and shift right click on these and up here. But anyway, I'm just kind of rambling now. So yeah, we filled up a little bit more of our mana in this mana pool, which is cool. So now we can go ahead and get this thing going. So we need one of those. We need 4 of these. We needed the earth, the fire, aluminum, and then a tin, I believe. There it is. There it is. Cool. So we're shooting that mana over here. We're going to make our aluminum seeds. It's going to take a while for me to get those back up to the 10, 10, 10s. Like, you have to wait, even with these sprinklers going, you have to wait for that first one to grow to the first stage, and then however long it takes for it to spread. And then you got to wait for this one to grow up, and then the spread. Yeah, and then you got to wait for it to go all the way over. Once it goes all the way to the end once, though, it's generally fairly quick. And it seems like for these seeds, I have to have them go all the way to the end or 3 times. Seems like by the 3rd time, either I'll have a 10, 10, 10 or like 3 10, 10, 10s on the last ones. But yeah, it just takes a while for that to happen. So we can go ahead and put that living rock right here, shift right click that, and there we go. We got our seed. We did it, boys. Awesome. All right, so let's take a look at this quest. That's going to give us either 2 essence of aluminum, which we have infinite of now. It doesn't matter. Let's take the 3 regular essence. I guess either way now, it doesn't really matter. We'll take the regular essence. This does not unlock a quest anywhere. I don't know if any of these other ones do. I saw we have Obsidian Seeds and Experience Seeds. We also have to do these. And what was the recipe on these ones? The Bottle of Enchanting. Now, if I remember right, the Bottle of Enchanting you can make with like 9 bone essence in a crafting grid. Just fill up every single slot. I think that's what I remember seeing before. Gotta get sleep before the monster starts spawning. Yeah, we gotta also think about lighting up this platform at some point in time. I'm gonna AFK and I'm gonna forget. I'm gonna get creeper and it's gonna be the worst thing ever. Let's just grab some like bone essence. I'm pretty sure it was like this. Yeah, and that gives us 3 of them. Cool. So that will be all we need to do. All right, so that takes care of this. We only have 1 rune of mana, so we're gonna have to make another one of those, which is 5 more mana steel and a mana pearl. We should be able to do that as well. So we just need to grab 5 more iron. And I don't remember if we have a mana or an ender pearl down here. We do. We got everything for that. Cool. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get a few more of these things done, guys. It's just going to be more of the same kind of crafting. We've already seen how this thing works. There's nothing special here. But if anything interesting happens or something I'm not aware of happens, I'll bring you guys back in. But yeah, I'll see you guys in just a little bit. Oh boy, guys. So yeah, I ended up making these Obsidian Seeds, the Experience Seeds. The Blaze Seeds took forever because we had to wait for this thing to reset. Yep. Anyway, once we get all of those done, I decided to start growing these, and I haven't done anything with them yet. I haven't even checked them on the seed analyzer. These are the base ones, the 111s, and we are just growing them out currently. So yeah, I'm just harvesting them as we can until they spread, whatever. And then I realized, oh yeah, you know what? We still have air seeds. We never did anything with these. We should probably start growing these as well. So that's the first harvest of the air seed essence. Yep. I put out some coal seeds here because I wanted to get a little bit of coal going, blocks of coal, so we can feed our endo flames over here and continue to get mana in our mana pool. Let me grab 4 more of these. We got to do that again. Yeah, we don't have anything automatic set up over here. I'm just manually doing everything at this time. It's fine. It all works. Yeah, we'll fill up our mana pool quite nicely. This was down below the first section. Let's see if we filled it up much since then. Yeah, it's gotten about half a section. I say section, that's like a quarter. So it's, yeah, it's getting there. It's getting there. So it's like 3/8 of the way done right now. So yeah, we're growing out these different essences and we have all these quests completed. So let's go ahead and start knocking these out, or I guess claiming the rewards. So we're going to get some essence of obsidian or regular essence for growing the obsidian seeds. Let's just do the regular essence. For the experience seeds, we're going to do the same thing, regular essence. And finally, the blade seeds, regular essence as well. Okay, so all of these quests, these are all now done. I don't know if we're going to unlock something and there'll be another section over here or whatever. What I do know is that there is a section down here, number 7, what the world is built from. And that is, or I guess that wants us to make a strong infusion stone. The quest reads, now that you manage to imbue essence seeds with a memory of a number of different materials, yet you still find yourself left wanting. There are things you have slight recollections of, but your memory is insufficient to create seeds with regular essence. You need something stronger, capital S. Okay, so this wants us to make the Strong Infusion Stone. And the recipe for this is essence of experience, aluminum, skeleton, gold, earth, water, fire, air. That's why, so what reminded me, hey, we don't have anything. We haven't touched those air seeds yet. We need obsidian, blaze, and then 4 regular essence. So we should have everything. I don't have everything on my inventory, but we should have everything now to do one of those crafts. So let's go ahead. Let's get all these different things. All right, so I got everything that we needed for that infusion. We have the 4 regular essence and all these different ones. And then also I have all this essence of gold in my inventory. Yeah, I had all that in this chest, but as you can see, we're like running out of space. So I have all that on me because we can just go ahead and put these all in the crafting grid like so. And yeah, we get 5 gold ore, so we're going to get a lot. 5 times 8, or I guess 5 times 64, so 5 stacks of gold ore, guys. We have so much gold right now. It's awesome. So we need to get this smelted down at some point in the future. But yeah, that's really good. So we don't have to worry about that for a little while. Okay, so we have this. We're also going to need a living rock. We have the wand of the forest on us. So we should have everything we need to make this Strong Infusion Stone. Let's just double check. Yeah, I think we have everything we need here. So let's go ahead. We'll throw this on the altar. Yeah, each one of these different... Not the book. Each one of these different ones goes right on there like so. And I removed all the extras from my inventory just so we don't get the inventory tweaks things, rearranging problem that we've had before. Last one, did it. Nice. Okay, so we're sending over a lot of mana. Looks like this is going to require a decent amount. So I'm glad that I decided to get the Endo Flames going. And we can look at the progress, and it looks like it's not even a quarter of the way done just yet. It's kind of hard to see. There's a little thing. Yeah, it's now about a quarter done. All right, well, let's wait for this thing to complete. We'll make ourselves the Strong Infusion Stone. I'm kind of curious, though, if that's going to open up any more quests here. When you hover over this, it doesn't say it unlocks any quests elsewhere. However, something else could have unlocked these quests, and they're just hidden until we do this one. I don't know. But anyway, let's wait for this to complete. We'll be right back. All right, there we go. It is now ready to be turned into the stone. The craft to be complete. There it is. Now we got ourselves a Strong Infusion Stone. Now, I know there's one more tier, and I think it might be the Master. Let's look at the uses for this thing. We can make Strong Essence out of this. We can also... Oh, we're going to need an Extreme Infusion Stone. So there's actually 2 more levels. We have the Extreme, and then we'll have the Master. Okay. So that's gonna, yeah, we got lots of crops ahead of us still. I was thinking we might be getting close. No, we're not. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out a way to keep the sprinklers full of water. Yeah, having to click the bucket of water up there every single time, that's kind of a pain. I think there might be a way. I'm trying to think of ways that we can do this where I can just plant the seed and just walk away, and hopefully things will be done by the time I get back. I think there's a way we can use like the Buildcraft pump and pump out of the ocean. And I'll remove source blocks around, but yeah, since water can do the infinite source block thing, like it'll pull the water out, it'll refill, and then it'll be like infinite pulling of water. I think that's something we're going to want to do. And we can use like pipes or something and bring that up into this tank. I think we should be able to do that. I don't know. I haven't really tried any of this yet. That's stuff that I'm just kind of thinking about for the future, so I don't have to keep using my bucket and I'm going to keep filling this thing up to use the sprinklers because... Yeah, after you do this, 15, 30 times like I've done it, yeah, it gets to be kind of a pain in the butt to have to continually do this. But, we do what we got to do around here, right? Anyway, I'm not going to fill this thing all the way up. That'll go for a little while. All right, so let's go back to our quest book. Oh, yeah, check this out. So we did this. It just unlocked all of these other ones. That's pretty awesome. So we have redstone, glowstone, speed, diamond, emerald, spider, cinnabar, amber, rutile, lapis, fragmented, and then whatever these 2 are. I'm not sure what those are. Oh, you know what that? Okay, these are just the essence, and that'll unlock the actual seeds. Okay. Well, let's go ahead. We'll do this. We'll claim Oh man, I don't know what we should do. Getting gas tiers might be useful, but that extreme essence or the strong essence, that's pretty good too. Are there any uses? Let's take a look. Any uses for this that we should make these right away? Tainted blood pendant for Britannia. Frozen heart, incense stick. Okay, so we can make potions out of it like you can for vanilla stuff. We could use that to make the ether for blood magic. We haven't even gotten into blood magic at all, so I don't know. Yeah, we're also gonna need that for the runes or whatever for blood magic. Okay. So by this time, I can only imagine, by the time we have to do all this stuff for blood magic, we should have like a jetpack or some kind of flight. We should be able to go into the nether. We should be able... Actually, aren't I thought we were just looking at this, but aren't these things growable? Like, isn't there some kind of... Yeah. Okay, so there is essence for this. Essence of the gas. And the recipe for those comes from the seed, and the recipe from this. So we need extreme essence. Rune of Wrath, Sloth, 2 gas tiers. Well, if we get the gas tiers, we should be able to get to this point that much sooner, right? That's still a ways down the road because we're going to need, well, I guess the Extreme Infusion Stone with some strong essence to do that. Maybe we will take these gas tiers and we'll just hold on to them. You know what? I'm sorry. That's going to give us both of these. They keep switching between, you know, here's a whole bunch of rewards or pick one. So, yeah, you know what? Let's just claim them. We'll hold on. Did I not get those rewards? Oh, they're there. They were just like not in my inventory. We'll hold on to these gas tiers so we can make the gas seeds. Yeah, I was thinking we would have to, you know, go to the nether and kill some gas or make a gas spawner or something like that. Yeah, if we have gas essence, that's definitely the way to go about this. Oh man, so we have all of these other seeds. So if I want to make diamond seeds, for instance, we're going to need cyan powder, 48 of them, 12 strong essence, obsidian, coal, and then 48 blocks of charcoal or coal. Or is this only charcoal? It looks like it might only be charcoal. Okay. So that's getting kind of expensive. Yeah, I'm going to have to figure out, like, I don't even know in this mod pack the best way to auto harvest stuff. Obviously, golems from Thaumcraft would be a viable way of going about that, but we haven't even started into Thaumcraft at all. I don't even know if it's locked or whatever. Like, we haven't touched that. We've only been to Britannia. I think you have to do Britannia stuff to get to Thaumcraft, and there might even be witchery before the Thaumcraft. I think it's kind of tiered like that a little bit. I'll have to do some research into these mods and figure out how we're going to do that. But yeah, having golems or something to auto harvest and then collect the stuff for us, that's definitely something we're going to want to do, I think. I think there's also Buildcraft robots that can harvest as well, but we don't have any power going. I think maybe the Thaumcraft magic stuff might be the best method of going about this, at least for the earlier game. Yeah, I don't know. This is stuff that I'm going to have to research. So anyway, let me go ahead and sleep. I'll do a little bit of research, and we'll be right back, guys. Alright guys, so I was just looking through the quest book after I slept through the night. First thing I noticed that we had a quest with an unclaimed reward here. Yeah, we made the, what is this thing, the alchemy catalyst a while ago. And I don't remember us not claiming the reward. Maybe we did, maybe we didn't. I don't know, it says that we have to claim this. So let's just go ahead and claim that. Yeah, I thought we already claimed this before. I don't know what's up with that. Anyway, if we go down here, so the way the world feels, this one, how the world grows, this is the witchery stuff, right? Even says right here, witchcraft may well be the salvation you seek for the world. The next one down, the way the world feels, small rifts permeate the world around you. Perhaps you can use them in the art of thaumaturgy. So this is Thaumcraft stuff in number 11, and we have nothing unlocked here, which, I mean, we could start into it, I think. I don't know, maybe things are locked behind tiers and you have to craft this to craft that. I haven't even bothered looking at that, but since there's no quest, I feel like we shouldn't even be touching this yet. How the world changes. This is a section I think just unlocked. Oh, this is further experimentation into witchcraft. Okay, so yeah, there's still a little bit more. Oh, you know what? There's a whole bunch of sections that just unlocked. The way the world bleeds. Advanced machinery. Restore the world. Okay. So yeah, we still got a lot more quests down below, which is crazy. What I was thinking though, was it this one? Yeah, what the world enables. We were talking about ways to get, things automated around here. Maybe using a pump from Buildcraft to pipe water into our sprinkler system or something. We should start looking at the automation section, or at least the non-magical automation section of this mod pack, right? I think that's something we should do. At least start going down the path of these quests and just seeing what it suggests that we should do here. So Pipe Dream, this says carting items and fluids around manually is all well and good, but there has to be a better way to achieve it that isn't quite so involved. You think you might be able to construct some simple kinetic engines and some basic piping which can use the kinetic energy to move items from one place to another. They're fairly poorly constructed, but if you apply a pipe sealant, you should also be able to transport fluids too. Cool. So let's get this going here. So this wants us to make a wooden engine, a wooden transport pipe, and cobblestone transport pipe. I can't remember if we have glass. We do, so that's awesome, and I'm pretty sure it's either planks or logs. I could just look it up, but I'm not going to. Planks or logs to make the wooden transport pipe. Let's try this. It is planks, so there's that. What was the other one? Cobblestone. So it's the same thing for the cobblestone ones. 2 pieces of cobblestone and a piece of glass. This has been ingrained in my memory for so long, since the first time I played modded Minecraft, because Buildcraft was big back then. And then wooden engine. So the recipe for that, we need wooden gears. It should just be 4 sticks. Pretty easy. 3 planks, glass, and a piston. Okay, the piston is the lever thingy. All right, so let's make the wooden gears real quick. So there's that. We need a piston. We're going to need some cobblestone. We're going to need a lever. I think it was a piece of iron. All right, so let's make ourselves the piston. So there's that, plus one of those, plus one of these, plus some cobblestone. And there we go. There's our piston, plus some gears, plus a piece of glass, plus some planks is our wooden engine. The start of something big. It's so big it doesn't even fit on the tip of the tool tip. Okay, so we have this done. We had another crafting task here to make pipe sealant. I guess we did this before. And we have a third crafting task to make wooden fluid pipe and cobblestone fluid pipe. Now, I do remember having the pipe sealant around here somewhere. I remember seeing that. Yeah, right here. We already got 32 of these from something else. Okay, so there is one of these. And then we needed one of those, I believe. Okay, so does that satisfy this quest? It looks like it does. So that's going to give us 32 more pipe sealant and then a little bit of reputation. Okay, Wrenched Away wants us to make the wrench from Buildcraft. And to do that, we need stone gear, which is one of the wooden gears wrapped with 4 cobblestone. Let's go ahead and do one of those real quick. Should be pretty easy. Okay, there's that, plus 4 cobblestone. All right, hard as a rock. And then we need 3 pieces of iron, which we already have on us. So let's get that also crafted up like so. There's the Buildcraft wrench. Nice. Okay, so that is going to give us 8 stone gears, 8 wooden gears, and 8 levers. That's awesome. I guess we should read the quest too. This says sometimes those pipes just don't place the way you want them to. A handy dandy wrench should be delicate enough to rotate them. Okay. All right. So logistical improvements. The cobblestone and wooden pipes are all well and good for the most basic item transfer, but are not particularly capable of doing much else. Better varieties of pipe could be in order. So this wants us to make a stone transport pipe and a quartz transport pipe. Did we not make the stone one, or is that a cobblestone? Ah, cobblestone. Okay, so stone one will just be pretty much the same thing. 2 stone plus glass. So there's a stone transport pipe. And it wants us to do the quartz, which is 2 blocks of nether quartz. I don't remember. Do we have nether quartz yet? We do. All right, so we can do the nether quartz just like so. Quartz, and glass. And there we go. There is that done. So that's the basic transport. Then there's also better transport. So that wants us to make golden pipes and sandstone. So the gold, we're going to have to start smelting down some gold. It's something we needed to do anyway. I also want my ingot cast. Yeah, I had an extra iron ingot in here. Let's go ahead and pour that out. And we'll start smelting down our gold finally. Yeah, we got a lot of gold here that needs to be smelted down. I also do have a lot of lava stored up in these fluid tanks. It look like our lava supply is getting pretty low right here, so we're going to have to fill that up. Anyway, we got some stuff that I need to do real quick off camera. Let me do that. We'll be right back. All right, guys. Well, I went ahead and I smelted up a decent amount of our gold. We had, what was that, 5 stacks earlier? Yeah, we're down to less than 2 stacks now. We got 46 blocks of gold plus some ingots here. So we should be able to make the golden transport pipe that we need. So let's go ahead and do that. So that's 2 gold plus a piece of glass. And there is this thing. So that does speed up the items that are going through the pipes. And then we also need the sandstone transport pipe, which is 2 pieces of sandstone and a piece of glass. Of course it is. So all these are pretty much the same. So I don't think we have any sand. Let's go ahead and make some up. So we needed some of our earth and some of our fire essence to see if I can remember to do this the right way for sand. So there's sand, and then you just do that for the sandstone. Cool. And then you can take that, 2 of those plus a piece of glass to make our pipes. Nice. Okay, so sandstone transport pipe. Both of those are done. So now we need basic routing. So in order to do this, we're going to need iron, clay, obsidian, and void. Okay, so the iron is just how it sounds, exactly the same way. So it's iron and glass. I don't know if we're going to be able to make the other ones. So yeah, you get 8 of those every time. I don't know if we're going to be able to make these other ones. So the clay is clay blocks. How do we do this? Okay, so it's earth and water. We haven't done this yet. We were looking at making clay this way a while ago, but yeah, we never went ahead and did this. Okay, so there's some clay balls, there's some clay blocks, there's a piece of glass, plus that, and there's our clay pipes. Nice. Finally, obsidian transport pipe. So we need 2 pieces of obsidian plus glass. And we can get 8 obsidian from 8 essence of obsidian. Do we have that right now? We might actually have that. Yes, we have enough of that. Cool. So we don't have to use the vat plus water and lava anymore. We can just do it straight from this to get obsidian. So that's pretty awesome. Should just keep the rest of the glass on me. All right, so obsidian plus 1 of those. And then the void transfer pipe. I don't remember the recipe for this. So that's redstone and black to make this. We do not have redstone yet. And it looks like we need redstone ore below the redstone seeds in order to make that. I assume we'll be able to get redstone ore from the nether ores. So we'll have to go into the nether. Oh, it's nighttime. Yeah, we'll have to go into the nether. We will have to harvest. Oh, there's monsters nearby. Where are they? Well, this could be bad. Can I move this more to the center? Where did my bed go? Did I just break my bed? Oh my goodness. Oh, you know what? Now the bed shows up here. I thought it was broken. If we set this down, okay, we can sleep down here. We're fine. We're fine. We should probably keep the bed down here anyway. Keep it like right there, something like that, so I can just sleep if I look up and see that it's nighttime instead of having to go upstairs. I don't know what we're going to do with this other bed. We'll just hold on to it for now. So where were we? Yeah, we were doing the void transfer pipe. Yeah, we don't have redstone. So like I was saying, we could probably go into the nether, find some nether redstone ore, harvest that, smelt that, then we get the redstone ore that we need to grow the redstone seeds. That's probably the way we're going to have to do this. Can I... No, I can't smack that skeleton. Okay, yeah, I gotta be really careful about paying attention if it's nighttime or not. I probably should take the time. Oh, you got armor. Should probably take the time to farm up the coal and make a bunch of torches and do our normal grid pattern of torches everywhere just to make sure everything's lit up. Man, this thing has all the HP. Can Come here, stop running away. There we go. Ooh, you dropped your helmet. Protection 2. Anyway, you know what, guys? I think we're going to go ahead and wrap the episode up here for right now. Yeah, we got some stuff that we need to do. We got a lot of good stuff done, though. I got to make sure that creeper back there doesn't do anything. Yeah, we got a lot of good stuff done. We made a bunch of seeds today. We got a bunch of seeds up to the 10, 10, 10s. We still got to take some of the seeds all the way to the 10, 10, 10 yet, but that's stuff that I'll work on between episodes. Yeah, we got a lot of good stuff going, guys. I'm really liking this mod pack. I hope you guys are too. But that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on this episode if you liked it. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.